All right, are we ready here?
Let's do it.
Let's go. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Another week of the talk show. You got the commish, you got JJ, and we got a very special guest this week. We flew in to break down the madness. Stubby, Ryan Caggiano, welcome to the show, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys doing?
Great to have you here, Shubes. I've been looking
Thanks for
forward to
having
this
me.
one for a long time.
Thanks for having me.
Team Shuby's been pretty active recently. A lot of switches on the roster, so we just had to, bring you on and get the breakdown from the man himself.
Fair enough.
Mr. Worldwide coming at us from Ohio.
Yeah. Tough. Ohio.
Commissioner's address. Sup, guys? Commish here. Peep the mustache. It'll be gone in December, so enjoy it while it lasts.
Hell yeah, dude.
Shuby, I want Jonathan Taylor. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it live. So, would you take James Conner and Tyler Lockett for Jonathan Taylor?
I don't know. I'd have to look.
All right, I'm gonna
I
send
don't know
something in
about
your
Jonathan Taylor.
inbox this week. I'm gonna put something in your inbox this week,
If
and
you
we'll
would take
we'll
that,
discuss.
you better take Ken Walker and T. Higgins from me.
Yeah.
Bro, no shot.
That's what I
Oh,
want.
yeah, I have a couple different trades going on with Jonathan Taylor, or a couple different offers. So I gotta weigh them all. But
apparently his agent's very unhappy in the Pastronaut. So there's all these rumors getting thrown around.
oh,
Listen, I'm gonna be like Brad Pitt from Moneyball and just come sneaking from anywhere else. Shuby, we'll talk. I'll give you a better trade than Jack ever could. All right.
all right. Well,
Don't worry.
About that.
all three of I'll talk to both of you, and we'll see which host can outbid the other one.
Okay. Bet.
You're on to the scores of the week. Let's see what we got here. How do you kick us off?
Oh, I had a huge week this week against Murray. Moved to 7-3. Jack and I both 7-3. Two elite level managers, as always. You had a barn burner this week. Shuby defeating Nabil in a Monday night scorcher. A huge win for the program, so we're really happy to see that.
Yeah, first win with the new name change. So I'm riding with Josh Hobbs and the Pastronaut.
That locker room's got to be electric. I mean, Josh Dobbs put on a show this week. That was like, I'm not a Vikings fan. I got excited watching that game for Josh Dobbs.
Making
Like, that
Minnesota
was
football
sick.
fun again, dude. Oh, I love it. Fucking love this guy. Oh man. Oh, it gives me chills.
That's awesome.
That was like me with Bailey this week until the fake spike.
Such a
about 3 seconds of good football.
It was like half a drive.
We got Ollie squeaking out a win against Bridge. That was a pretty underwhelming performance by both teams. I don't think either of them should have won that. Jack pulling off a reversal. For a second there, it looks like Perone was gonna beat you out. So I don't know what happened there, but
the boys clutched up in the end. I had a lot of guys going in the 4:00 slate that did very well. Amon Ra, Ken Walker combined for like 50 points. And then Monday Night Football, Perone's team simply shit the bed. Jerry Jeudy with like a clean 6 points. I think his kicker only got 2. They gave me a scare. They really did.
I tried to trade him some players to beat you, but he still couldn't get it done.
No, he couldn't. Nice try. Huddy and I were this close to clinching, man. We're this close.
I can feel it, dude. I'm ready. And last but not least, Scott, backing up his word from last week, a statement win against a suspect Nate Sue team. So that's nice to see.
Certainly on fraud watch in Suitland. His team is, is he on a 4-game skid right now? Pretty sure
he did start 6-0.
Yeah. And he gets Tyler next week.
Yeah. Suit
Damn.
lost
Until
Chubb.
wins for 6 and 5.
Suit lost Chubb, lost Kirk. Ridley started and Devontae both just like dropped off. And I think he also lost Waller.
Just a quick happy trails. Nick Perone, my friend, officially eliminated from playoff contention. He falls to 1-9. Made a couple trades one big trade this week, but it wasn't enough. Not your fault. Unlucky season, unlucky picks. Najee Harris, that was your fault, but the rest, shit happens. Congratulations, and I hope you're gearing up for next year now. Research begins now.
Jack, break down the game of the week for me.
So here we got Perone's team versus all waiver wire players. So honestly, Perone's team didn't have a terrible week. He did overperform projections at one point before Monday Night Football. He was projected 130, which was pretty good. So, he didn't have an awful week, but here we got all waiver team. We got Zach Wilson, Gibson, Murray, Cooks, who went off, Jaden Reed, Conklin, Eli Moore, and some special teams guys. If we take away this defense and the 21-point kicker, they still beat Perone. If we took away Brandon Cooks instead, they still beat Perone. And Perone was like he wasn't in the upper half of scoring this week, but he certainly wasn't the bottom. Which tells you there's some good talent on the waiver wire. You never know.
To be fair to Perone, this all waiver wire squad beat every team this week except for Tyler. So you can't really. I mean, obviously, we're just going to target Perone, but it was he had a fun week.
Just as one last farewell. On to the real game of the week. We had Tyler taking on Mueller in what we thought would be a battle of the ages. We saw a lot of bye weeks here. We saw Jalen Hurts on bye for Tyler. And then we saw this really hurt Mueller. No Tyreek Hill, no A.J. Brown, both on a bye. Tough break, but an absolute ass blasting from Tyler here.
Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to see this matchup with Tyreek Hill and A.J. Brown. Like, it could have been a pretty close game if those guys played. I think Mueller just got, that's his bye week. Got unlucky. Talk about the Cowboys, dude. Fantasy lines. I mean, I'll talk about my guy later, but that was insane. I don't think Prescott's put up a 40 bomb like that in a while.
Mm-mm. His fantasy production's insane. He's running the ball. He's throwing a lot of touchdowns. That offense is scoring like crazy, and they get the Panthers next week, so we will see likely more of the same.
Do you think they just did that to the Giants because they hate the Giants, or do you think they'll? Because at one point they just kept scoring. Like they should have just stopped.
Definitely part of it. Slayton and Marquise Brown combining for 9 points is not what Mueller normally gets from his receiving duo. Tough luck, but still would have been an uphill battle. On to the standings, Huddy. What we got here?
I mean, Scott moving to 4-6, but he's still, I think, on the outside looking in playoffs wise. And you got you and me 7-3, Tyler moving to 9-1, Mueller at 7-3. The four of us looking like pretty much lineup blocks for the playoffs, but it's anyone's game. Only one guy has been eliminated. Shuby, how do we feel about the squad? Do you think you can make a late season push here?
I'm hoping so. Right now there is a 4-6 team in the playoffs. So if I just keep winning, it's Scott. Scott's in the playoffs right now.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he's the last spot. So if I just beat out the other 4-6 teams, I still got a shot.
Yeah, there's 5 teams sitting at 4-6 with one certain spot up for grabs. Who knows? Suit could maybe drop out the way his team's been playing, so you never really know. And on behalf of the Hey Guys show, Nabil, we're rooting for you, buddy. 4%. It's not over till it's over, man. You could still do it.
4%.
Yeah. Good luck, buddy. Rooting for you.
Oh,
All
Shoot.
right. Time to break it down. We had a lot of guys getting thrown around this week. Shuby, we saw a big trade coming out of you, going out and
yeah.
getting the top option at running back. Break down the trade for me. What do you like? What do you not like?
Oh, I don't like that my players had the best game of the year when I traded them away to Perone. Olave had his best game. Douglas had his best game at like 14 points. Olave had like 21, and Cook had one of his better ones. And then Saquon had his worst, so that was really cool. But I don't know. I'm hoping Saquon can go back to like his 20-point performances. And
I honestly think Saquon will be fine. It's just that the Giants offense is going through a moment of like the worst football I've ever seen. As
yeah,
long as they're like fine.
I'm just hoping that their whole offense just goes through him. They just, I don't know, run it, throw it, just Saquon does everything. But he's their best player, so we'll see. But
It's a
I
very
don't know.
very sad offense over in New York / New Jersey. It's a shame that they can just blitz every single play because they
Yeah,
know that there's nobody can throw the ball. They should honestly just run Saquon at quarterback, operate fully out of the Wildcat, at least give us something maybe fun to watch.
that'd be so
That
beautiful.
product over there is awful. And yeah, Pollard for Achan. A crazy move. First round pick getting traded for a waiver wire ad when you look at it. But
It's crazy to think.
Pollard's been very underwhelming. Under 10
Yeah,
points in 5 out of the last 6 weeks. Not what you like to see for guys trying to make the playoffs.
Jack, let me ask you:
agent.
would you make that trade if you had Pollard? Because I wouldn't make that trade.
Absolutely not. Achan definitely has high boom potential, but like if I took Pollard in the first or like on the turn in the second round, like Scott did, um, I'm hanging on to him. The Cowboy offense is still really good. He's just been unlucky finding the end zone.
They just
I
don't
would have
use him.
trusted him. Like
They don't use him right at all.
you got
I feel like so much better, but the Dolphins do use A-Chain right, so
that's true. Moving on to the power rankings. No Scott this week with the top 10. Not too much movement overall. We'll start at the bottom this week. Ass tier, Cardinals moving up. Kyler Murray came back, looked pretty darn good. This team is really shooting themselves in the foot by winning games. They should just be tanking, but they're going to end up with like the 5th pick or something because they're idiots. Entering the super ass tier, I'm sorry, boys, the Patriots are there.
it's tough.
The game was awful. It was so painful to watch.
Yeah, I shouldn't have woken up early to watch that one.
Yeah, playing in Germany.
I almost went.
Really?
No way.
Yeah, because I
I don't
so I
think
was like, what if I go to Germany to watch the Patriots play? Thank God I didn't. That would have sucked.
yeah, a cool trip, but a very disappointing fan you would have been because did they
Yeah.
even score a touchdown?
No, they did not. It was 10-6.
Yeah. So for
They on their opening drive, the Patriots scored a field goal. And so I was like, all right,
they looked
that's
good.
better. That is better than most opening drives we've had this season. I'm like, it could be a game. And then for the next 54 minutes, we managed to get another field goal. So I don't know if Mac Jones is going to start. I don't know if we're going to trade him. I don't know if we're going to get rid of Bill Belichick. This team is all fraudulent. It's all gone out the window. It's not a good time to be a Patriots fan.
Hudson, the
Bad.
Mac Jones interception with the wide open receiver in the end zone. He has the most interceptions in the league, Mac Jones.
Fink makes that throw with his eyes closed.
Easily.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're not good.
So bad.
Hey, I'll take the 20 years of dominance, and then we'll get a top 3 pick this year. He'll be fantastic, and then we're right back there.
I'm sorry you guys are going through this abysmal team. That's no fun
Yeah,
to watch, but take it from
we
a guy
need to.
who's rooted for a shit team his whole life. Y'all have had your time.
Yeah,
Yeah, can't
I
be
think
mad.
Belichick can't keep being the GM. He should just be the coach. He can't. He doesn't sign anybody. We're not going to be good if we're not going to sign anybody or pay people that are on our team that are good to stay. Just have him coach, bring in somebody, fix our team, and win a Super Bowl in the next year, and we're right back.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Maybe we'll sign Josh Dobbs in the offseason.
He'll probably be available. I don't know what the Vikings are going to do with their QB situation next year. We'll see. Is
No,
it
dude, give me
Dobbins?
Kirk.
Give me
I'll
Kirk.
take Kirk all day.
God,
Yeah.
who knows? Anyways, the Giants also moved down. They now have the highest odds for the number 1 pick, which can be exciting for the Giants because they don't look like they're ready to win a game anytime soon. In a new tier, coach should be thrown to the Wolves, the Atlanta Falcons. This guy is the worst coach I've maybe ever seen in the NFL. He simply doesn't care about football. We finally saw Bijan Robinson get a goal line snap. It was his only goal line snap since like week 4. What did he do? Ran for a touchdown. Because the kid is, I think, already a top 5 running back talent in the entire league.
Yeah. Jack, is this heavily Bijan related because he's on your team? That makes sense.
I saw a good workload from him this week. He got me like 17, 18 points, which I'm thrilled about. But this is all the pent up anger from before. He still doesn't use Kyle Pitts. He still doesn't use Drake London. He has so much talent in front of him, and he just doesn't care. His dad's like, or father-in-law is like the CEO of FedEx or something. So the man is loaded, literally doesn't care about football. Mid-tier, staying the same. These teams are just really not fun to watch play football. The Commanders look okay. Colts look okay, maybe. Honestly, no, they don't. They only won by 4 points to the Patriots, but these teams all just kind of stink. In a new tier, severe case of what the fuck is going on. We got the Bills. The Bills lose to the Broncos in Monday Night Football, one of the worst ways imaginable. A guy lines up for a game-winning field goal for Denver, misses it, but the Bills had 12 guys lined up on the field. They weren't even trying to get off. They just had 12 guys in there confidently. Pain, the Bills dropped to 5-5, and according to ESPN Analytics, only have a 33% chance to make the playoffs in an already pretty stacked AFC. What do we think about the Bills, boys?
Josh Allen, I don't even trade him to the Patriots and he'll be good, hopefully. But I don't know. He just thinks he can make every throw, and some games he can, and then some games he gets like 3 interceptions, a fumble, and they get 5 minutes of offensive possession or whatever it was. So I like that they're doing this in our division, so we're not the only team that is bad. Well, the Jets now too, but I wish they did this like a different year, not a year that we were really bad.
We thought this division was going to be the powerhouse of the NFL. Jets with Aaron Rodgers. We thought we would see 3, maybe even 4 playoff teams come out of this division. But instead, it's the Steelers division. The Steelers are 6-3 and somehow has a good record tier. Mike Tomlin, I think, has to be a top 5 coach of all time. The fact that this team has been outgained in every game this season and is 6-3. It doesn't make sense. Kenny Pickett's not good. Their roster's not good, but they win.
Their offense sucks
so bad.
Every week. It's everybody's like fire Matt Canada, but then they keep winning though.
It's ridiculous. It makes no sense to me.
I would like to note my boy Jalen Warren with a season high 19 fantasy points. Second touchdown of the season. That's my boy. That's my guy. but it is surprising that the Steelers are that high and possibly a playoff team. Can we start talking about how CJ Stroud might be in the running for MVP? Like legitimately, which is insane.
He's so good.
Did you that game, that Bengals game was sick. That was so good. Like red zone went stupid this week in the 1 o'clock slate and the 4 o'clock, dude. We had Lions Chargers and then we had Bengals Texans. And then we had Seahawks Commanders. It was a great weekend for football.
It sure was. Very exciting games all across the board. Texans, Bengals came down to the wire with Tyler Boyd dropping a wide open touchdown. But the Texans pull off the upset. Stroud is insane. He is so good. He has all these like little kid receivers around him, and he's making them all look like superstars. Noah Brown with 170 yards. Who's that? I don't know. Tank Dell, later round pick, stud. This kid is legit. Joining them, my Vikings. 6-4.
No one thought it. No one
Kirk
expected.
Cousins.
Nobody.
But JJ's back, presumably this week. Dobbs is going to the moon. This team is fun for me again. And I mean, I don't know if we'll make the playoffs. Like, we're still destined for mediocrity. There's no shot we win a playoff game, but this team is fun to watch right now. And we play Sunday Night Football against the Broncos next week. They have now taken down Mahomes and Allen in back-to-back primetime games. Let's see if they can take down Josh Dobbs.
They can't.
I sure hope not. Decent tier. We got the Browns beating the Ravens this week. Big upset. I still don't know how good they are. Their defense is cracked, but Watson still, I don't know. Still a sex offender. Seahawks and Chargers. Chargers Lions. What an awesome game that was. Elite tier staying the same. Jaguars slide back a few spots. Lions and Cowboys both slide up. And back into the dogs tier, the 49ers. We saw them at full strength this week and just how dominant they can be, beating the Jaguars 34-3. And for that reason, they are right back where they belong.
I think Chris McCaffrey lost his streak this week. Finishes with 17 games in a row with a touchdown, tying the record. It was like garbage time, 2 minutes left in the game. They fed him the ball like 3 or 4 times in a row, like gave him a run, then gave him a screen, gave him a run again. Shanahan was just trying to give him the record, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But he still put a 20-point fantasy week, so who cares?
Rest in peace to the streak, but wow, what a season he's having. Looking like the clear #1 pick in a redraft. And we are back onto the QB list of the week. Not the most exciting week, not a lot of movement for quarterbacks. I guess the main thing to talk about, which we kind of already went over in the power rankings, was Josh Allen. I moved him down. I did it. He still had a fine night in fantasy, not great, but he did have a rushing touchdown, which kind of saved him from the 3 turnovers. But yeah, he looks not in control. He's making a lot of dumb decisions. So for that, I finally did it. I moved him down. Stroud remains a dog. I don't see him coming down anytime soon. And Dak Prescott slid up a little bit here after another near 40-point fantasy outing. He is an elite QB1 in fantasy right now, which I did not expect. No movement here in the shabby tier. Another shout out to my boy Josh Dobbs. And shout out to Sam Howell, who is QB5 on the season in fantasy football and leads the league in passing yards. #1.
No way.
Yep. He is first in passing yards in the entire NFL, which is something none of us would have guessed, I bet. In the serviceable tier, welcome back, Mr. Kyler Murray. Solid game. Putting him in here for now, just in case it was a fluke. But we know Kyler Murray's a good quarterback. He's a talented guy. He'll be moved up very soon if he does what he did last week. Again, in the dog shit tier, Derek Carr moves down and is joined by his teammate Jameis Winston, who for his first 2 drives looked like the best quarterback in NFL history. and the next 2 drives looked like Mac Jones. This guy is so hit or miss, but boy, he's fun to watch. I'll give him that.
Did you see from like point to point laterally on the field, the touchdown pass to like A.T. Perry? Just slings it across the entire end zone like he's out there playing intramurals
Yeah,
on the Chi-Fi team. It was crazy.
only James
Like
would make that throw.
only Jameis. No one else is even attempting a throw like that.
Nope.
I love it.
Yeah, oh, man,
But
he's exciting.
dude, I want to say I miss my veteran quarterback. I miss my old heads in the league. Rodgers injured. Stafford was on bye this week. He's hurt. Carr gets benched. Cousins out for the season. Brady. I miss my guys, dude. It's a new generation. I don't
We're
think I'm
seeing
ready
the
for it.
transition right before our eyes.
No more Big Ben.
Fun, yeah. These old white guys that just stand there and throw. It's over. It's a shame. Is it?
Probably for the best.
Yeah, probably. Not much other change. Got benched Mac Jones. You saw him play an entire game of football, and the last interception was so bad that they opted for Bailey Zappi, who hadn't played all game, for their final potential game-winning drive, in which we saw him throw perhaps a worse interception on a fake spike. He would be benched if there was another quarterback on your roster. Maybe you guys should try Malik Cunningham because something's not working in New England.
I don't care if we lose. If we play Malik Cunningham, that'll be infinitely times more fun to watch, even if we just still lose. But I don't know. He was fun in the preseason, so
No, at this point, keep Jones. We're tanking. We're in full tank mode, whether we realize it or not. I will say, November 26th, Sunday, 1:00, Patriots at Giants. Get ready for the Tank Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for the worst game of football that you will ever see. I can't wait.
What a game.
that's our Hudson. That's our Super Bowl this year.
That's our Super Bowl. That's the helmet.
We're trying to lose
That's
it.
all the game.
That game's for the number 1 pick, probably. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
we're
it's
trying
gonna
to
be
lose
fun
it.
to watch. See how bad I might bet the over for fun.
You'll lose all your money. Bet under everything, and you'll be a millionaire.
The over is going to be like 20 points.
What a fun game that'll be. Oh my goodness. This is crazy though. This will be like the first time in like our whole lives that you guys have had a high draft pick.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what we do with it.
Right, very interesting. Yeah, probably take like an offensive tackle or some shit now in the Patriots.
I saw one that we did at like
Sean or something.
4 or something like that.
For once, just draft a skill position player. Jesus.
A good one. We can draft N'Keal Harry and Sony Michel, but we miss on Justin Jefferson and the Lamar Jackson we drafted after we had 2 first-round picks. We had Sony Michel and Isaiah Wynn. Sony Michel's retired and played like 3 seasons with the Patriots. But
yeah, shout out N'Keal Harry. He actually not this week, but last week he actually got in the game for the Vikings.
No way.
Didn't even know
He's
he
on
was
the
on the
Vikings?
roster. Yeah, I was looking. I was like, "Who the hell's number 13?" And he caught his only target, clean 1.6 fantasy points. But yeah, he got in when KJ Osborne went down.
I think Jalen Reagor did the same thing, but for the Pats this week.
Jalen Reagor did get in the game this week. On to the waiver wire report. How do you walk us through it?
Oh, are you kidding me? Give me Brandon Cooks with a 32-point gem on the waivers. Bang. Cowboys on full go this week. So he could be worth a pickup. Ty Chandler, I think Madison is injured right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Concussion.
And
Probably not play this week.
Okay. I mean, if he doesn't play, I feel like Chandler could be a good streaming option there. Dameon Pierce, I don't know. Devin Singletary, I think had 30 rushes last week. So it looks like, I mean, listen, if he goes down, I think Pierce will be fine, but we'll see about that. And then Jason Myers had like 20 points or something this week, something crazy. Some options there.
Food for thought. I don't know how much of that Viking game you guys saw, but Ty Chandler, every time he touched the ball, it seemed like we got a first down. This kid is so fast, so explosive. I would have put him on the waiver wire report even if Madison was playing, because this kid's great. Came in his first game getting real minutes, scored a touchdown. Alexander Madison has no rushing touchdowns this season. 0. He has like 3 receiving touchdowns, but the Viking rushing TDs, Akers 1, Ty Chandler 1, and I think Dobbs has 2. So he is already our rushing touchdown leader after just getting here. Pretty crazy. Locks of the week. Hit me, Huddy.
Give me all right, in all seriousness, give me Vikings Broncos Sunday Night Football over 43.5 points. Bang. And then give me the Bucknell Bison this Friday night playing at the Duke Blue Devils. I will personally be taking, the line isn't out yet. We don't know what the line is at the time of recording, but I will be taking Bucknell on the line. What is it going to be? 40 points, 50 points?
Yeah, I would guess the spread would be at least 38.5.
Yeah, it might, we're going to support the boys in orange and blue, but we'll see how good that goes.
My pick of the week, Chargers -3 in Green Bay. I was a little surprised this line was so little. I know they're playing in Lambeau. It is cold for these LA boys, but the Chargers scored like 40 points this week, and Green Bay fucking sucks. So I think they should win this game by at least 3. Parlayed with Chet Holmgren over 7.5 rebounds. He's hit this in 3 out of his last 5 games, and the 2 he didn't, he got 7 exactly. He's playing the Spurs tonight. They're in the third quarter right now, so I can check if this is already hit. But Wemby has been awesome, but not a great rebounder. So I did take this. Let me check the box score. Chet Holmgren has 6 rebounds with 17 minutes to play, so we're looking like this could hit.
The basketball expert in the house at it again.
Oh yeah. All right, Shubes, what we got here?
So usually when I think something's a lock, it automatically goes the other way. So I'm going to do my reverse lock of the week, and I'm going to bet against whatever I think is a lock. I thought maybe the under for Commanders Giants, because just feel like there's not going to be a lot of points scored there, which is 37.5. So we're going over 37.5 Giants Commanders. And then I got an NFL. I mean, we're doing the NFL and NHL one, and it's just Bruins money line any game that they're playing. They're gonna win. We're 11-1-2. Got the Bruins jersey on right now. So we play the Canadians next. We better beat them. Fuck the Canadians. I hate them. So that's my next. We'll do Bruins Canadians. Bruins to win.
Fuck it. I don't know a thing about hockey, but I do know the Bruins are good, and I trust Shuby with my hockey savings. Fuck it.
Spoken like a true Boston fan. I love it.
I hate Canadians so much.
And
Jack,
news from Bridge. Did you see the parlay he just sent us?
Yep.
Would you like
Pull
the
that
honor?
up. Oh, I'll read it out.
Okay.
All right. We got 3 picks coming in at plus 700 this week. Give me Giants at Commanders. Give me over 2.5 total touchdowns for the Commanders. Give me Commanders minus 6.5 for the first half spread. That's crazy. And sorry, Shuby, but Bridge is taking under 37.5 total for this game.
See,
don't worry.
You think it would be a lock, but
You would think
the
this
lock's
game would end Washington 31, New York 3. So
not.
Well, our talk show kind of specializes in reverse locks. All of our locks are reverse locks. So, you know, don't
Gotcha.
bet against us. Don't bet with us. It's kind of thing.
here's one that'll definitely hit coming from Bridge as well. Mac Jones is gay. Bill Belichick gets sacked, and the Patriots lose no matter what. -100.
Yeah, we're gonna lose the bye week somehow. Oh wait, we already did. We cut one of our cornerbacks, and we don't have backs. So
You got rid of one of the Joneses, the wrong one.
Yeah. 5
Oh
of them.
yeah.
Tough.
Yeah.
And he went to Las Vegas because they love our players for some reason.
Vikings put a claim in for that guy, but Raiders had a better spot on the waiver order. So crazy how it works like that in real life.
Jack, quote of the week. Give me some context here. What's going on?
So basically, if you don't know Trayvon Diggs, he's a elite, sometimes elite cornerback for the Cowboys, out for the season with an ACL tear. Brother of Stephon Diggs, and after an abysmal performance from the Bills last night, and a whopping 6 points from Stephon on only like 5 targets, Trayvon tweeted out, "Let's not forget, he didn't start going off till bro got there." When you think about it, Josh Allen was pretty mid. He was on bust watch. Stephon Diggs comes to town and he turns into a top 5 quarterback. But Josh is not looking good right now.
Yeah, Diggs has always been a little bit of a fiery personality. He got sick in Minnesota. He was like done with Kirk, and he was like, "All right, put me on a better team."
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of what happened, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I loved his time in Minnesota. He created the best sports memory for me with the miracle. It was time. We weren't very good. He was in his prime. It was time to move on. And the pick we got in return ended up being Justin Jefferson. So worked out for both teams just fine.
Well, brothers sticking up for brothers, I guess. So interesting. That's quote of the week.
Fiery. All right. Week 11.
Preview.
Shoot,
who we playing this week? Who we got?
I am playing Bridge this week, I believe.
Favorable matchup for you?
Justin Jefferson's coming back, maybe. So
that's true. Never know.
But I got the secret weapon, Keaton Mitchell, on the Ravens.
That is massive.
Yeah.
This week I'm playing Ollie, who desperately needs a win. We're projected right around the same right now as soon as he fills in his lineup. I'm missing Bijan on a bye this week. So starting Kareem Hunt, hoping for the best. Starting Jahan Dotson yet again because Higgins is still hurt. Hoping for the best. But we'll see. Huddy, baby, you got quite the matchup, my friend.
This might be game of the week, dude. I'm projected a point behind Nick Mueller right now. He is projected 128. I'm projected 127. Yeah, that's going to be a hell of a match. I really hope I win. Let me just note that CeeDee Lamb, my boy, my best friend, has set a new NFL record in the last 3 weeks. He has put up, I think, over 150 receiving yards and 10 or more targets in each game the last 3 weeks. No one in the NFL has done that. So that's my guy. He's going to go off. I'm going to pull off the dub.
Cowboys,
there we go.
That to win games, they should just throw it to their best player every time. And it's working. He's
It's that easy.
That's a wild strategy.
Yeah, right. And next week we'll be coming at you with a little first round redraft. Huddy did get you him. What was it? The 10th pick, 11th pick.
Oh yeah, I had him at the 9th pick.
9. Yeah. We will probably see CD go a little bit higher than that in the redraft. Good pick, my friend.
Hell yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, boys, it's been a pleasure as always. Great episode. Shuby, thank you for
Yeah.
making an appearance. Always lovely to have you.
Thanks for having me. Good time.
Joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure, boys. Cheers.
See you guys next week. Bang.
Hell yeah.
Fucking bang, dude.